How's it going, everybody? This is Platt Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new album by Machine Gun Kelly, Tickets to My Downfall. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I do reviews, reactions, lo-fi edits, topic videos, and more. So, if you like what you hear, please consider subscribing and turning on post notifications. Also, be sure to give this video a like and comment below if there's another video that you'd like me to do. Also, I've been way more active on Facebook and Instagram lately. So, if you want music recommendations or just to see what I'm up to, you can go ahead and follow me on both. It is at Travis Platt Reviews. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the review. Machine Gun Kelly is a rapper, musician, actor, and entertainer from Cleveland, Ohio, who first began making music in 2006 with his first mixtape, Stamp of Approval. He got his first exposure on MTV's Sucker Free Freestyle and quickly gained popularity. I already made a video discussing the history of MGK and his evolution as an artist, so if you'd like to see that, there should be a card on the screen right now. MGK has always had ties into the rock world, including collaborations with Sleeping with Sirens and Papa Roach, and tours with Fall Out Boy and Blink-182. He has always been an honorary member of the scene of sorts. He has always been vocal about his love of rock and pop punk music, and Blink-182 and Avenged Sevenfold are some of his biggest influences, so it was a matter of time before he made a rock-inspired album. Tracks on his 2017 album Bloom and his 2019 album Hotel Diablo showed this influence. So, this change in sound did not alienate his entire fan base, but it was still a change nonetheless. Kelly is paired up with Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker for this album, and Barker has been very active in providing drums for the rap world, including collaborations with Nothing Nowhere, Lil Nas X, and XXXTentacion. So with this collaboration and the help of Barker, MGK has ventured into a somewhat new territory. MGK is an artist that I've been a casual fan of for some time now. A lot of friends of mine in middle school loved MGK, and I never really understood the hype other than the hits, but I kept in the loop with him, especially with his track with Mike Shinoda. Please brace for impact. I must have went to space and got sent back, but I'm still intact. But his song with Youngblood and Travis Barker, I Think I'm Okay, put me into a loop of his music. And despite me not being a big fan of Youngblood at all, I enjoyed the track. But I cannot hide in hills of California, because these hills have eyes and I got paranoia. And Bloody Valentine, the first single of this album, really caught my attention, and I have followed him closely since then. This album had 3 singles. The first single is Bloody Valentine, the 4th track on the album, and this song takes a lot of inspiration from the mid-2000s pop punk, but with a modern guitar tone. This song has a very simplistic progression, but it is very effective. The rapid percussion in the chorus is very effective in contributing to this catchy chorus. Let's play pretend and treat this night like it'll happen again. You'll be mine. The song carries itself very well and feels like a summer anthem where you roll the windows down and sing with the person you love. Lyrically, the song talks about the desire of finding something real in a relationship, which is very different from his attitude in his last album, Hotel Diablo. With a simple execution, this song delivers on all cylinders for a fun and catchy anthem. You'll be my bloody Valentine. The second single is Concert for Aliens, the 10th track on the album, and this is probably my favorite of the singles. Upside down, upside down, upside down, my life is a roller coaster, roller coaster. This song is a lot of fun, with an otherworldly vibe as well as a chant and response intro verse, before the catchy chorus, and this song is a lot of fun to dance to, with enough energy to get you headbanging along, but also clever hooks. The lyrics are extremely juvenile. But it fits the genre very well, even if it is over the top. The final chorus gets aggressive with a shout at the end, and the blooper that they included also fits the genre very well. Overall, a very fun and enjoyable track that pushes further than Bloody Valentine did. The third single is My Ex's Best Friend, the 11th track on the album. And this song features blackbear, the pop and rap artist. This song is probably the furthest from pop punk on the entire album, but I really enjoy this song a lot. It has a really strong groove with a heavy bass and also the synth work. And the acoustic drum kit comes in on a build-up right before a really catchy hook that introduces blackbear, who has a rap break, and I think it oddly fits really well, before going back into the primary hook. It all sounds so true to me, we don't got nothing to say. This song will help ground the fans of MGK that don't particularly like pop punk, while also still appeasing the pop punk fans, and it pushes both territories very well. Lyrically, the song tackles that awkward feeling of meeting your ex-partner's best friend and falling in love with that person, even if it may not be for the right reasons. It could be a shot at the ex-partner to get with their best friend to make them jealous, but feelings come naturally and it's near impossible to push them away, so it is a complicated process. As a pop punk album, this is very solid work. Title track starts as an acoustic ballad explaining the aesthetic of the album before jumping into an aggressive early 2000s pop punk track. And it's very jarring, but it works well. Hey, fuck it. I use a razor to take off the edge. And it jumps into a quick but catchy chorus. Without skipping a beat, the album jumps into Kiss Kiss, which is a fun summer track with a catchy chorus. But the main focus of this song is the verses, which carry themselves well. But a small nitpick is that the chorus is a little weak for the genre, but it doesn't take away from the overall enjoyment of the song. Drunk Face is a much better example of a strong and memorable chorus, and this is easily one of my favorite tracks on the entire album, and it incorporates trap influence into the pop punk sound, which is a common occurrence in the evolution of the genre. I bet on those drugs I quit, I kept my dealer's number. This track lyrically talks about feeling both young and also that feeling that you wasted your time, specifically by using substances like alcohol and marijuana. And this also includes romance, which takes up a lot of time in our lives. The vocal layering at the end of the song is very nice, and it transitions into Bloody Valentine very well. The track that probably surprised me the most is Forget Me Too, which features the pop artist Halsey. And this is probably the first thing that Halsey has been a part of that sounds decent. I think it may be because we don't get that obnoxious vocal mixing that we're so used to with her, and we get a more raw sounding performance in the second verse. But both her and Kelly sound very good, and the way that this song starts with the slow chorus but then snaps right into an aggressive verse is very satisfying. Yeah, I bet you do. This song discusses finding closure in a relationship and feeling ready to finally move on from that person. And just like the relationship, the breakup has to feel mutual in order for both parties to go their separate ways. Another surprise is hearing the rapper Trippie Redd on this album, specifically in a full band setting, even if in the track All I Know has him over a trap beat, it still feels a little different, and I'm not sure how I feel, but I think I like it. But I do like when the trap instrumental is flavored in. It feels fresh and not phoned in. The deepest track is Lonely, talking about his father, who passed away in July 2020, on the 1-year anniversary of his album Hotel Diablo. In a more vague sense, this track is about missing someone that made you feel at home, that you still miss even though you're in a crowded room. The very end of the track gets very deep, as it's a voice memo talking about Kelly's birth, and how it was a complicated birth, with the cord being wrapped around his neck. And in an interview with Kerrang, Kelly explained that he was trying to take himself out of this world even at birth, like if he shouldn't be here in the first place. This song then transitions into World War III, the most aggressive track on the album, and this is an extremely jarring transition. They're both great tracks, but I don't know if putting them back to back was the best decision. World War III talks about people judging Kelly for who he is without even knowing him, and this 1-minute track is roaring with energy. The biggest negative I think I have with this album is that the interludes don't do anything for me at all, and I think they take away from the overall experience of the album. Getting into the final stretch of the album, Jawbreaker has a very catchy verse and a really vibey chorus, and it feels like the most fluent track on the entire album. My first listen, I was a little burnt out from the album after the first 10 tracks, but after several listens, I've learned to appreciate this track so much. It's short, fun, and really vibey with great guitar work. Play This When I'm Gone feels like the icing on a cake, in a similar style as the beginning track, and it works well. This 15-track, 36-minute album feels a little more inflated than it actually is, but it has a lot of fun moments throughout, and the return of pop punk in the mainstream may officially start with this album, with lots of trap influence sprinkled in. This album isn't reinventing the wheel or doing anything groundbreaking, but it's still very fun to see an artist make the music that they enjoyed growing up. Thanks for watching.